Hello, Fremont.Church family. Wanted to check in with you about a missional topic that we talk a lot about around here, and that's the idea of context. And when we mean context, we just mean the time and place that God has you in your life right now. That's your context. And one of the reasons this is such an important topic to discuss is because we are part of a very ambitious culture. We are going somewhere, right? You know, if you're young and you're in school, you're trying to achieve something to get to that next step so that you can pursue the career that you want to pursue. If you're in that career, you're thinking about what are those next steps so I can get to where I really want to be. Or, you know, when you think of family life, you're thinking about that next step of marriage or kids or grandkids or whatever. We're always on our way to something else. We've got goals and we've got ambition and we want to get to that next thing. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I set goals for myself and I have, things that I want to do and achieve and places I want to see and all of that. And that's great. But the challenge is, what about the right here and the right now? We can be so focused on the future and we could miss everything that's right around us right now. And so what we talk around here is, what is your context? Stop and look around. I think that's so important. When we talk about prayer walking, it doesn't even need to be walking. It's just praying wherever you are and asking God to open up your eyes. God, what are you doing in this place? And so we often will use a phrase like, what is God doing in the places that you live, work, learn, play, serve? These are the places where you already find yourself that God is at work in your life. When you ask that question, like, God, what's your purpose for my life? It's so easy to attach that to those future things that we're pursuing. But what if God's first answer to that question is, stop and look around at where you are right now? When Jesus gives us the Great Commission, he says, therefore go and make disciples of all nations. And for some of us, that means he sends us far away. But for most of us, that means as you're going, as you're doing the things that you're already doing, who is there? Who are the people that you see at work every day? Who are the people that you attend school with? Who are the people that are on your sports team or in your marching band or in the softball league that you play in, or the gaming community where you're playing games, or the people that are a part of your book club, or I can go on and on. Who are the people in your family? Who are the people that you're just your normal rhythm of life? You are seeing these people all the time, and your purpose in life right here and right now is to be a blessing to those people, to share the love of Jesus with those people. And this really hit me hard this week, this idea, because I was talking to a young person who was having these questions of like, what's my purpose in life? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? Like, what does God want from me? And their fingers on the fast forward button of life, trying to get there. And I actually saw this is actually on a TV show that's a comedy show, and it blew my mind because there was this very serious moment where there's this young person in the show who is just trying to be an adult too quickly, right? Trying to get to that next phase too quickly, and the adult that is trying to give wisdom to this person just tells them to slow down. I too once was chasing after adulthood and that next step, and then I got it. I got the job I wanted, and then I got the wife and the kid and the perfect home that I had, and then my kid got sick and the medical bills started coming and the fighting started coming, and here I am watching this comedy show, just blown away by this scene, because it is such good perspective for us that we're racing and we're racing and we're racing, and sometimes we just need to stop and be present right where God has placed us. Stop and be present. Enjoy this season of life and see God's purpose for you in this season of life. And so it gave me this thought of like, oh man, I need to have that same kind of conversation with this young person that I was talking to, who's just trying to race through life, and just say, hey, stop and see God's purpose for you right here and right now. Don't miss it. Don't race to the next thing and then wish you had been more present now. So that's the question I leave you with. The places that you work, where you go to school, where you live, your neighborhood, right? Where you play, where you serve. Who are the people there? That's God's purpose for your life right now, is how can you be a blessing to those people? How can you live in the moment and build deep relationships and friendships and be a blessing right here, right now where God has called you?